You should really get to a healer. You're looking rather pale.
should really get to a healer if you're looking rather big. Are you not feeling well? You should really get to a healer. You're looking rather pale.
You should really get to a healer. You're looking rough.
Is everything all right? You look a bit ill.
Questions? Fighters Guild members have been going to Cyrodiil.
The dividing line between a live hero and a dead one is a sharp sword. Get the best you can afford from Tunzeus. Because you don't want to be on the dead guy side of the line, do you? What can I interest you in? That seems a fair price. You've made a good bit of gold. That's a good deal. Thank you. Come again. I'm pretty handy. What needs to be fixed? Bye.
Goondalus guarantees everything, almost free, at best goods and guarantees, retail service at warehouse prices. Let's do business. You drive a hard bargain. You've made a good bit of gold. That's a fair deal. You got a great deal there. You've made a good bit of gold. That seems a fair price. That's more than I'd... A good price for a good customer. You've made a good bit of gold.
Another satisfied customer. The boots of the Crusader have been given to a worthy knight, I understand. He must have been very brave.
Be seeing you.
It's you. I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you? Such humility. I admire you. I am Cyrodiil O'Holan. I originally came to this chapel in search of the Mace of Zenithar. I tried, but I could not pass the test. My faith was weak. Or perhaps Zenithar decided that it was not I who should carry the mace. He has found a use for me, however. The priests have asked me to stay to protect the chapel. After what happened in Anvil, they are afraid. I grew up in Cheydinhal. My father was a cobbler. My mother was an acolyte of Zenithar. She was self-taught, not part of the chapel proper. They were both killed in an accident when I was young. I became a ward of the crown and was drafted into the Imperial Army. After serving 2 tours patrolling Stros Makai, I left the service for a life devoted to Zenithar, inspired by my parents. Legends say that when Pellinor Whitestrake was slain by the aliens, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leowyn as a message. Centuries later, the master craftsman St. Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar in Leowyn as a tribute to the legend. When St. Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the mace of the Crusader. Of the original divines, Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm. Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to Kinnereth, an idea that is supported by the manner in which the two gods' realms interact. Craftsmen devoted to Zenithar are able to create and profit from the materials provided by Kinnereth's natural world. The two work in harmony, the natural world providing for the craftsman. One cannot revere Zenithar without acknowledging the power of Kinnereth. Legends say that when Pellinor Whitestrake was slain by the alien centuries later, when St. Calidus... He seems to be different than your usual self-proclaimed holy man. Maybe what he says is true, and that the attack on the Chapel of Dibella is just the beginning of an assault on the church itself. Good day. That's the best you can do?
Show me what you've got.
What's the matter, getting tired?
I've got mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Do your worst.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
In no small part to you, Sir Knight. By your will, and the will of the Nine, the Chapel of Zenithar has held against this blasphemer. Sir, I pledge you my sword. I wish to join you in your quest to restore the Knights of the Nine and defeat this Umaril. I understand. I can only hope that one day you will judge me to be worthy.
Hello. Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
The Chestnut Handy Stables now offers to protect your horse. Seems handy enough.
Yes.
I lived in the Imperial City for a while. But city life just isn't for me.
Yes.
What's the new...
I'm Otius Loren, Primate of Stendar. You stand before God's servant in the House of the Nine. Be humble and show respect. The gauntlets, eh? They're a Relder's responsibility. Speak to him about them. Be seen.
You seem quite intriguing. Please,
You
share
have
your
the
thoughts.
eyes of a trained
Have you
marksman.
ever bought a...
What brings you here, my son? Ah, yes. The gauntlets have been here for ages. I know only the basic story behind them. They're more of a novelty these days. My only real involvement with them these days is keeping the youngsters from hurting themselves trying to pick the gauntlets up. What is your interest in them, if I may ask? Oh, I'm afraid that's quite impossible. They don't move, not even a bit. as if they're the heaviest things in the world. Don't you know the story behind them? I'm not familiar with all the details, but I know roughly what happened. Yes, well, I don't know the whole thing. A great many years ago, a knight of the Old Order did something terrible, and the gauntlets just fell off. They dropped to the floor right where he stood, and no one could lift them. It was a sign of the curse placed upon this knight by Stendar, I think. That curse still lingers on today, in fact. Poor Kellen. Oh, why, he's a descendant of that very knight from so long ago. The curse has affected his family all these years. He suffers from it now. He came here from Hammerfell seeking a cure, but... well, there's really nothing that can be done for him, I think. He may know more of the story than I. Perhaps you should speak with him, if he's feeling well enough. He's down in the chapel hall, resting. You may speak to him if you like. Good day!
What is it? Is there a cure? Has Arelder found a cure? I know there's something he's not telling me. Ah, so you've heard it, have you? Terrible curse. Been in the family almost longer than anyone can remember. When I was younger, I could live with it. Wasn't so bad. But until it gotten worse over time, I'd come here, to the place it all happened, in the hopes that something could be done. I fear I haven't much time left otherwise. Arelder has let me stay, mostly out of pity, I think. But there's something else. I swear he knows more than he tells. I've seen plenty of pity in people's eyes over the years. I grew up recognizing it. But with Arelder, there's something else there. And when he speaks to me, there are times I'd swear he sounds apologetic. Guilty, even. Why would that be? What reason does he have to hold back information? I know I'm a doomed man one way or the other. Speak to him if you can. Convince him to tell me what he knows as a dying man's last wish. Be seeing you.
Oh, hello.
Have you?
A pleasure to speak with you. It's a horrible thing, truly. One cannot help but pity those such as Kellen, who have such a burden placed on them through no fault of their own. But if it is the will of the Nine, then there is little that can be done. I cannot face him. I know what might be done for him, but I haven't the will to do it. I wish I could help him, truly I do, but I cannot muster the strength to damn myself on his behalf. The curse, I know what would lift it, but I cannot do it. The only way to free Kellen of his curse is to take it on myself. I am not strong enough to do this, and so I am a failure. I fail Kellen every time I speak to him, and I fail Stendar every time I pray to him and do not ask for the power to lift the curse. Do you know one who would do such a thing? One who would pray at this chapel's altar, pray to Stendar for the power to lift this curse?
Ever
Farewell.
bought a horse from Banga? And
I'm not much of a rider. I've heard others swear by his animals.
bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, hello.
What's going on with you?
I ran into some goblins in the woods.
Come back to see the doomed man, have you? You've seen them, I assume. Do you know that I thought perhaps I could lift them? I tried for hours, until my whole body ached, and I could barely move. I lay there on the floor next to them, weeping. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I've been at the end of my rope for far too long to be ashamed of anything. Good day. I hope I can... The church is still in turmoil from the attack on the chapel. I don't think anyone has had time to really study this prophet's teaching. I can't believe that the Countess is more obsessed with that painting than the Oblivion Gate threatening the city. I don't know why they're still here. They're so heavy. Farewell. A pleasure to speak. Good day.
By the gods, there's a psychopath on the loose! This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. What's the matter? Getting tired? Yes. Well met. Goodbye. Well met. I hope the guard can hold off the Deirdre. I don't know why. The church is... I don't think anyone has had time to... Certainly. Goodbye.